And it's so amazing that we're actually celebrating our 60th year. And I'm just really elated to see what's next. So what do you have in store for us, Dr. Chisholm? I know you and the team have great plans ahead to ensure the organization stays around for many more years.
For us, the most important part of it is making certain that we're meeting community needs more than anything else. And I'll say this, truthfully, we really want to make certain that the reason we exist is still the reason we should exist. Because people in the community need our help. It's always an issue of relevancy. Are we offering the programs that are relevant for people now? You're going to see changes in how we offer the HEAP program, changes in the PIP program. Head Start is changing because we recognize that change is part of growth. And we want to make certain that everything that we're doing, that people need what we're doing as opposed to continuing to do things the way we've always done them. Step Forward was created in 1964. And it was part of Lyndon B. Johnson's War on Poverty. Community action agencies were created really to be safety nets for the community, for people who are in poverty, low-income families, and to help them move forward in their lives.
I actually utilized the services of Step Forward because both of my kids actually attended Head Start. And then I remember back growing up that my mom also used it to help with utility bills when you talk about PIP and HEAP. And I think without those services, we would have went without having those utilities on in many cases.
Initially, it was the Council for Economic Opportunities in Greater Cleveland. The very first program was Head Start. And as a result of that, when you talk about the experience of your children, that program has changed so many lives over the last 60 years. We have children who are part of the program who are doctors, they're lawyers, they're CEOs of companies. So that program, I think, probably more than any other, is generational. Really, we talk about transforming lives, but we really do. The other thing that I think is equally important is we provide safety nets, and you talked a little bit about that. A lot of people are not aware that we have the Home Energy Assistance Program, HEAP, and that we help people pay their bills. Many people can't pay bills in the winter. And so had it not been for this particular program, how many people would go without?
That's right.
We provide furniture, food, clothing, a lot of vouchers, safety net issues that, again, were we not here, and especially given the poverty in the city of Cleveland, what would happen to those families?
I know, again, I would say for us on many occasions, it would have been between the heat bill or us having food, or the light bill and us having shoes. And so when I think about the impact this organization has had on my family's life, it's experience that I'll never forget. And that's why I'm so, energized and committed, just as you and your team are every day to just doing the work that we do. But this organization is essential to making sure that families can exist in our community and not have the challenges that they would have without this organization being in place.
I think the other thing that a lot of people aren't aware of is we help people find jobs. And so it's not just a safety net. And we talk a lot about, the stepping forward. And that's one of the reasons that we changed the name of the organization, and really to help people understand what is the purpose of the organization. It is to help people step forward. And so one of the ways that you do that is to help people find jobs, and not just any job. We're looking for jobs with living wages.
That's right.
So that to me is equally important. And again, it's transformational for families. The hope was that poverty would miraculously disappear. The reality is that's not going to happen. And so for us, the vision for the organization is, number one, to serve well, because the people who come to us come because they need help. So we want to make certain that we're available to provide the kind of help that they need. But number two, to help them think bigger than where they are. So one of the conversations we always have is, where do you want to go? And then how can we help you with that?
I am a proud board member, community member, and the way this is a no judgment zone, and you do it in excellence. That's what really stands out. It's not sometimes just about the service, it's the way we deliver it that makes people feel whole, and they can walk away, even in need, feel like, hey, I've been able to meet my needs and still keep the pride, as an individual. So, that to me is life-changing.
Yeah, the dignity.
Yes, that's
right. Part of it. And to credit many of our staff have used our services. Yes. Or they have family members. So for them, it's not just a job.
That's right.
It's, again, a way for them to give back. They remember what it was like walking through the door.
The need is always greater than the resources.
Right.
The resources are always needed, so this is a great place to support because the need is there.
Absolutely.
We also want to pay homage to those in the past 59 years for your commitment, and to all the community members, thank you for allowing us to serve you for the past 60 years, and we look forward to continue to service you as we move forward.